You already know what it is. New week, new heat. Big Ken, Trish Michelle, Benji Banks. It's the fight session. Let's light it up, peoples.
Yes, sir. We are back.
Yeah,
we in there. We in there.
Yeah, we back. I started. I've been had something on my mind. I said I want to start the show like we used to start back in the day when we was doing these plays. So I'm gonna hit y'all with a 4 years ago. Head ass. All right. So
Not 4
you already know who it is. It's us, the Fire Session. We back with another dope episode for you. We got some hot topics, with a little bit of sports mixed in as always, because we love sports. And then we got of course, our lovely Would You Rather segment and our Bro Chronicle segment. But before we get into all that, we got to make sure our people is good before we get going here. So, Trish Michelle, how you doing today?
Forehead.
I'm exceptional. And so, no evil shall win or survive here, okay? Because God is raining on me today. I got me a new car today.
A new car!
Well,
God is shining over here. Oh, God is shining on my forehead. And I'm happy about it.
Yes.
So I'm having a great day. It's always a good day when you sign and drive off. So, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And I gotta mention this. That shirt fire.
Yeah,
the shirt is
Oh
fire.
yeah,
the shirt is fire. Who made that?
Oh, Big Ken over here.
Oh,
okay.
Ken in this entrepreneur bag making shirts. I see you.
Yeah, so y'all see the shirt Trish Michelle is rocking. The shirts are available, the official Fire Session shirt. So y'all can hit us up and take care of that for you, and we can get you a shirt for a small fee.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
Y'all see it's solid. You know what I'm saying? The design of it is solid, the shirt solid, good material. You know what I'm saying? Only the best from the Fire Session. So just holler at us and let us know for sure.
Yes.
And we glad she got a new ride. Shout out to Audi. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to, I'm saying, nice rides. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the family. You know what I'm saying?
She's so beautiful.
For sure. Benji Banks, the man, the brand. Talk to us, man. What's going on with you?
What's up with it? Well, I mean, we straight, man. In the shop today.
Okay.
So, we still got braiders in here doing their thing. The nail tech just pulled up. The facial lady waxing lady is here. So we in the shop right now. It's first interview I've ever done from the shop. So here we are. But other than that, everything is good. A few little things, but we all right. Nothing to complain about.
Yeah, there's always something, man. Life be life in that points. But you know what? I'm a firm believer, man. When something bad happens in your mind, that means something good is happening on the other side of that, and it's coming. So you know what I'm saying? Just be ready for that big blessing that's coming your way, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to get me a new car. I'm trying to decide on which one I want right now. So
what we choosing between? What we choosing between?
Man, the X6 has been in my heart and in my spirit. So, the BMW X6 and yeah. I like the body on that baby. I like the body on that. So
okay.
That's what we leaning, so we'll see, but that's what I want.
Okay. Well, I mean, hey, man, you got the bread for it. Go get what you want, man. You only live this thing one time, man. Go get that ride. You know what I'm saying?
I don't like payments.
Hey.
I want to pay for it cash and negotiate them all the way down, straight cash, homie. I want no payment. I want that.
Hey, trust me, I understand. I didn't want a car note either, but every time I get in my car, I'm appreciative of it. Trust me. Yeah, for sure, for sure. So, but yeah, man, it's a good week. Everything's going good. Happy to be, you know what I'm saying, recording another episode here. It's all love, man. It's all love. The fire session, man. Y'all my people, man. I be excited every time we do an episode, man. It's a great energy, and I look forward to it
Yes,
because don't matter how my week going, like it's different once we get on this platform and we start talking to each other. The energy is just
fact.
different. So I love it for real, for real. All right, let's jump right into this fire, man. We we got a lot to talk about, man, a lot to cover. So I know y'all been looking at the news, and if y'all grown folks, y'all already know about this here. The government shutdown, man. The government shutdown occurred, and it's not like it haven't happened before, right? It happens pretty regularly now, obviously. But people are a little concerned because, you know, rightfully so. Things are not getting accomplished at the government level because, you know, of the shutdown. But I'm a firm believer that this stuff only lasts maybe a week or so. So they'll be back.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, they'll
Last
be
time
back
it
to
happened,
business.
A
last time
couple
it happened, it
weeks.
was Trump, and
Yeah,
Trump did it, and it was
17 days.
35
Yeah.
days or something. With and so I don't know. I hope it don't last that long, but it seems to have a person that is the common denominator here. So
It's all about control, man. If he has the Senate, he has the Congress, he has the House. The Republicans shut that down. It's
oh yeah,
obvious they did.
oh yeah.
So
But you
you
see what
know,
they put
we'll
out.
see.
The Dems shut the government down.
Yeah,
No, just
no.
no. All of y'all are in power. Therefore, if it's something that y'all did or didn't want to do, and therefore, here we are.
Back to the negotiating table to see who can pull as much, blood out of the turnip as you can, and then they'll get back to
Mhm.
business.
Okay. Yeah. But I mean, the government does a lot of different things, and when I saw this next piece of news, man, it was very interesting. So I said I had to bring it to y'all, man, to ask y'all about it in the audience because this is very interesting. Now I know most people's answer is gonna be no, but would you marry your first cousin?
What?
Would you marry your first cousin? Is there any one of your first cousins that you look at and be like, yeah, I could marry them. I could marry them.
You know what I mean? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
That's some old country Bama backwoods type of stuff going on right there. The only other thing I could think of is you just don't know, you don't care, or some legal stuff going on. But that's wild.
And so,
But
so did you say that California is one of the states you could do that? Oh Lord.
that's the interesting part. Look at the states that they said that is legal in. While it remains legal in Florida, Georgia, California, New York, etc.
Those are
So
major states.
yes, sir. Not country, not backwoods at all. Like those are major markets, and you can marry your first cousin.
I mean, Florida, I could see Florida doing stuff like that. But like for real, like you weird. That's no. I'm sorry. I'm judging you.
Yeah. And see, and that
Absolutely not.
because of those major states, major cities involved, it makes me believe it's legal so you can hide money and do all of that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the only thing I can think of. Other than
Yeah.
that, that's wild. But from a business standpoint, if I could hide my money into kinfolk, cousin, second cousin, or whatever, and cover myself, it kind of makes sense in a weird way.
Yeah, it's definitely weird, and it's definitely something that people have done in the past. You know, marry. You know, when you look back at the royal lineage, you know what I'm saying, and the
Yeah.
history of that, a lot of them married first cousins and things like that to keep the bloodline going and the money and the wealth within the family. So I'm like Benji. I think that's the purpose of it for that. But for the average person, it seems weird because I'm gonna tell you what, man. I know in the black community, it's frowned upon to even date somebody or be around somebody like that you even grew up with or your whole life. Like if you grew up and
Yeah.
you got a cousin that's a cousin of a cousin and you start talking to that person, people look at you like you dating your cousin. You be like, man, they ain't blood. What you talking about? But it's frowned upon in the black community, like for
Yeah.
you to
Thank God.
yeah, for you to do stuff like that. So that's very, very, very interesting. Very interesting for sure. So
Very interesting.
Yeah, so I had to
hot mess.
I had to share that with y'all for sure because I already knew what it was gonna be. I already knew. So audience, y'all gotta let us know what y'all feel about that one because some of y'all out there are married to your first cousins, I'm sure, but you ain't gonna tell nobody.
I was gonna say, like, there's somebody out there that probably is, and I mean, do you?
Negro that married his cousin from the backwoods.
Yeah, it's better you than me. You know what they say when black people say that? We do not approve.
Facts. All right. Speaking of something that I don't approve of, when I saw this, I had to share this one as well. Young Thug is against his lady going to therapy. Young Thug said, "I feel like I'm not a man if my girl gets a therapist." So I I don't agree. Number one, but I get where he's trying to go with this, right? So for me, I'm thinking, from that standpoint, he doesn't want his girl going to a therapist, especially as a guy, because you don't want your girl, confiding in a guy, confiding in another man. So if she's got to confide in another man, you don't want that, right? But as far as her going to a therapist as a whole, even if it's a female therapist, I don't think there will be a problem with that. But hey, he's had some other issues going on, so maybe he don't want nobody telling.
If he said I said it, I said it.
That's true. That is
saying.
true.
That's a struggle right there, though. But I get the masculinity part of it, not wanting that. But yeah, that's tough, man.
But see, that's a whole problem within itself. Like, no, that especially as a race culture and just the fact of not going to therapy, then feeling like you less of a man if your girl got to go to therapy because she talking to another dude. She shouldn't be talking to get out of that. First of all, health is wealth and mental health is wealth, and you building a better person, a better individual, and who knows? And then she probably can't even talk to you, but clearly she can because all they did was run their mouth on the phone about everybody. But it's obviously not about that. It's probably about how she been getting dog dirted by you like crazy out here to people. Like she had to hold it down through your Rico, and who knows what the real truth is, and all this other stuff. Like mentally, you can't help her. So as a man, that is helping her by allowing her to go get the help she needs because you can't help her. So if you're less of a man for her going, like you're definitely less of a man for that thought. Like that thought alone makes you a little bit. Yeah,
I think he knows. The play. Say something wild, say something crazy. I would like to be a little bit optimistic and say, he ain't really kind of that slow. But I mean, hey, people can say some weird things and believe some weird things. So, but at the end of the day, though, to not want your woman to seek therapy when she's dealing with you alone is kind of wild, bro. You do realize you in jail on RICO charges, right? And you're around a bunch of killers. That's and if you pillow talk with your lady, you're talking about, man, so and so shot up this and did that, and you don't want your lady to. Maybe doesn't want her to tell much of anything. That could
and
be.
That's why, that's why I was saying at the beginning.
I
think that's what it is. Like he's
I think
afraid.
I think it's that. And I think it's a little bit of controlling because then you might find her because you get to control. You can only control the mind that you've trapped in this box. When it begins to get unlocked and she becomes woke into the person that she is and her value, because she might not even be going for Rico, so she probably might be going for the multiple times you continue to cheat on her, and now it's back out again, and it's. Who knows? And who knows if he was in there getting booty bumped?
Hey, yo!
Because the stuff that y'all got going on. So she needs to talk through all of this. And it might bring her into a new awakening. She don't want you. And right now he claims, allegedly, I'm not sure because it could be AI poster real, I don't know, that she then left him. And his comeback is, I still got a girl. I'm not sure who that girl is then if she left you, but that's the problem now. So for me, it's if it ain't nothing to do with her not leaking out some information, I do believe it's for sure to control her because she is a little, seems like, and no offense to her, she looks very naive and just real like cutesy and just breakable and fragile, and the mind doesn't seem as strong as it would be. So it's the perfect candidate for him. And if she builds that up with therapy, yeah, she's out of it.
Well, I completely understand that. And so I think it's a little bit of maybe the things that we all mentioned, but I think it's definitely he does not want her divulging his secrets possibly to anybody. So it's the control thing, but it's also to control his narrative because he feels like she has, a wealth of information about him that he wouldn't want her sharing with anybody else. So
that's what I wholeheartedly want to believe it is, because if you let that cat out the bag, bruh.
Yeah. Yep. But speaking of people who might need therapy, man, listen, what the heck is going on with Nicki Minaj and Cardi B? Like, I mean, this ain't the first time they didn't had little run-ins, but this stuff on Twitter or on X is going crazy. If you have an opportunity, go to X and just search for Cardi B and Nicki and see all of the posts, see all of the back and forth, the exchanges, because it's crazy. But it's crazy. It's also crazy because the stuff that Nicki is starting to say about Cardi's child is where it got really weird for me. Like them going back and forth, having a little cat fight, virtual cat fight. I'm not, it's not crazy, right? It's happened before. But when they start talking about the kids, Cardi made a statement that Nicki was on here, was on X, starting the bull back and forward on her son's birthday. So Cardi brought up Nicki's son in that manner and said it just that. She didn't say anything negative about the little dude. She just said, you should be focused on your son's birthday, not, you starting beef with me. So Nicki goes off on this tangent talking about how ugly Cardi's baby is, her little girl is and stuff, which is cap. That little girl is beautiful, man. So it's like, not only are you saying something that's not correct, right? This is a child on top of that. This child has zero to do with what y'all are on. I'm starting to think Nicki's on some type of drug or something because I know she's got an album coming out.
Yeah.
But I think she must be on some type of drug because this outburst, and she's still going hard on X today, and not just at Cardi, but at other people too. So it's I think it's an attention grab, but I also think there's some drug use involved in that. Tristan Michelle, talk to me. I know you know a little bit about this, so talk to me.
Man, first of all, I feel scrolling. I just don't understand. I'm like, how did we get here? So I'm reading stuff and I'm like, whoa. Then I got to the culture thing, like you said, and that's when, for me, Cardi did not attack your son in any way whatsoever. She just stated the facts. It's your son's birthday. Why are you bothering me? You brought in her kids. Cardi don't play about her kids as anyone else shouldn't play about their kids. So now you didn't unlock and activated all of Cardi B, and we all know she wild, she crazy. Like, so then it's just going wild. For me, I think it should have never got to this. It should have never got to kids being brought up. I do definitely think that Nicki Minaj is on some type of drug, unfortunately. Like, and she's on a rant and rave, and I don't know when she comes off of her little thing, she still stands 10 toes down by what she says. She never takes anything back. But if she even recalls it, I don't know. But I don't know what team she got that works for her. I don't think she has any proper support over there. I think they all think alike. She's got the wrong circle. She needs a new circle. And I just think it's bad for her. I think what happened is, like always, Nicki Minaj sees that Cardi drops an album. She don't like that. She's very threatened by Cardi and her success and who she is, because she is the top one. That's just you allowed it to happen by you being so caught up in the dissing the woman than actually being and embracing like the rap scene and still just being big on you. You fail. And Cardi just continued to not care about what you had to say. So that bothers her a lot. And her with them drugs, it brings out the things that's really bothers you the most, and it's Cardi. So I just think
Cardi gonna talk trash. She got a mouth
she's
on
coming
her.
with that heat.
She gonna talk for sure.
She's coming with that heat, and so I think what's happening now is she's hoping to get some attention. She's got an album. It's coming out in March though. Shut up. Like we be quiet. I cannot. If she would just stay who she was, that the Nicki we knew, she would have been great.
Talk for it. Let the music speak for you, right? Put out quality music.
That's it. Like now you got an album coming out in March.
But we're in the
you got a diss track that we gotta wait for to hear in March. Girl, shut up.
But we're in the social media era. We're in the social media era, right? Where, you got to build up some steam. I can't remember the last time Nicki Minaj did something, relevant in the last 6 months or so, right? So, yeah, she got to kind of rain on somebody else's parade to, kind of get herself, back in the fray, right? But at the end of the day, man, it's a chick fight, man. This is what they do.
Nah,
the babies being brought in though, that's out of pocket. You don't talk about baby,
well,
baby like a roach.
You unlocked the maniac in Cardi. So now she said the last thing that she was gonna say not too long ago. Did y'all hear what that was?
Yeah.
She didn't stated some things about Nicki and her past and her father and some things that happened to her when she was a child and was really wrong with her, and she ain't forgave her mom. And I'm like, whoa. Come on, y'all.
Yeah,
it's a chick fight and it's getting crazy. Cardi said she was done with it, and then she still ain't done with it.
Because Cardi said, "I'm done talking. You need to see me."
Right. Yeah. But I mean,
so now it's bad. Yeah. And we all know she threw a heel last time, so she ain't scared. She definitely won it.
Throwing shoes and everything, huh?
Well, here's the thing, though. I mean, now I know Nicki has a past, and Nicki has, this demeanor about her. But listen. Cardi has receipts. We have seen Cardi fight. We have seen Cardi do her thing. It's documented. It's documented. So if anybody I believe out of the two, it's definitely Cardi.
Oh, facts.
It's definitely
now Cardi pregnant, so I know she ain't gonna throw no blows right now.
Oh, Hennessy's involved. At least Hennessy gonna throw him for her. Hennessy is ready.
Your sister is supposed to handle that lightweight for you. You know what I'm saying? But I doubt it come to blows. I think it's a social media grab. It's a chick fight.
I think for Nicki Minaj, it's a social media grab. For Cardi, this is real. That's the problem. For Cardi, last time it was real. Cardi did throw a heel because she couldn't get in range to swing on her. I think Cardi, if she wasn't pregnant, she would definitely be swinging on Nicki right now. So I think the best bet right now, especially after beating some court cases, I'm glad that she's pregnant. Right. You can't get involved in nothing physical. Just go sit down. So it keeps her from doing, because she's dropping that baby in January, February?
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
She ain't.
Now, I would agree if she wasn't pregnant, I think she would be ready to chunk him. I ain't gonna lie. So
yeah, no, she definitely would be ready. It ain't no if. She definitely would be ready. The old Super Cardi is gonna come out.
You know what? A girl have beef with me, she gonna have beef with me forever.
Hold on, Kim. When was the last time you seen an actual chick fight?
Man, it's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a while since I've been anywhere where that would occur.
Right.
Yeah, I'm bougie now. I don't frequent places where a chick fights occur.
The pinky is up.
we done got bougie. We got bougie. Like, I ain't kicking it around no chick fights no more, no clubs like that.
Hey, because the moment I hear, oh yeah, I'm out.
What you said? Oh Lord!
I don't know about different areas of the country, different things are being said, but I know if you in the South, Ben, you know what I'm saying. When you hear somebody say, "Oh yeah," that means one or two things: either we about to box, or I'm going to get the pistol. Yeah. So either way, I'm going the other way. I ain't watching no fight. I ain't sticking around. I'm gone.
I'm out of here. I'm out of
here. Oh yeah, if it ain't UFC. Or I'm not watching nobody fight.
Facts. All right, man. Well, we're gonna stay in this music lane for a minute, man. I don't know if you all are familiar with who YFN Lucci is, man, but YFN Lucci is a rapper, man, and he had been locked up for a little while, but he went viral lately because of this. He had this these wide leg kind of pants on with this blue jean jacket. He was at like I think a little meet and greet deal, and he was taking some pictures, and people started roasting him on social media because they said he looked like young Roscoe from Martin.
What's up with you? My name Roscoe.
So
Yeah, that's
I
wild.
mean, I don't know how tall this guy is, but just looking at the picture, he does bear a striking resemblance to Roscoe.
That's the accuracy is crazy right now. Why your boy do look like Roscoe for real? Why?
Well,
Hold on, is
as
he
far
like
as height
is he like
goes,
4'11", 3 feet? What's up?
he's
with that,
literally right up under Benji.
Oh, so you gonna throw my 5'9"?
Because I seen the photo, you know, I had to look it up. You know, I had to do my Googles. I had to look it up. He's 5'8", and he is looking like a little turtle in a half shell.
Now, see, I'm offended because I'm officially 5'9", and you got me 5'8". So
I said no. I said he's right under you.
She said right up under. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, I know where you at. I know where you at, and you look just like that. Just like that, y'all. If y'all want a visual, put it back up there. That's Benji.
Hey, man, Benji. So this should motivate you right here. Don't ever gain weight, my guy.
Hey,
don't wear no wide leg,
the
nothing.
Pop belly and all of that. Come on, dog.
You gonna be built like a little file cabinet. So
what does YFN stand for? If YN stands for young, you know, what does the F stand for?
See, you got your Google. You're gonna have to Google what YFN Lucci mean. You're gonna have to Google that.
I'm pretty sure it's something stupid as hell. So it stands for Young Fly.
Okay,
Yeah.
Young Fly.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's a group of them.
So he calls that Fly?
Yeah.
But he just got out. He just got out the joint.
Yeah,
you said, right?
He been locked up. He got out.
Okay.
He got out at the beginning of the year. But you know how it is when guys get out and they've been locked up for a little while. You know, they kind of out of touch with what's popping, and they still stuck in their ways before they went in.
That's true. That's true. Okay.
We all know we got some relatives. We know somebody that been locked up and they get out of jail and they had these clothes that was fresh a decade ago when they went in, and then when they get out, they go get them same clothes and be walking around. You be like, bruh, I don't know if y'all remember the movie. I think it's I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker, when Antonio Fargas got out of jail, Huggy Bear. And he put on his old pimp clothes, and it was years later.
Fishing the shoes.
It was like, bruh, like this is not. It's not popping no more. Like,
not it, man.
You outdated, and clearly somebody needs to help YFN Lucci get some new outfits.
That's when you ain't got no friends, and you ain't got because no. I'm like, what do you have on?
I mean. What was one of his tracks? Y'all would know anyone? Because I
don't listen to none of the Y effing new effing you effing nothing.
I don't know.
I don't listen to none of it.
I know he looked like you want to say.
I'm old.
I don't listen to a effing thing.
You want to buy some candy.
You don't listen to an effing thing? That's
none of that. I don't listen to an effing thing from them.
You want to buy some candy. You want to buy some candy.
That's exactly what he looked like. He looked like a man in Atlanta with some water bottles that's right there at the light waiting on you. Yeah.
You didn't wipe your nose, so you lost the luster when you didn't wipe your nose. I'm just saying.
So he dressed like he dressed like a badass kid.
The
kids you see, he dressed like a bad kid.
Need a whooping.
All right,
that's cold.
Speaking of little fellas, you know what I'm saying? This little fella here is pretty amazing, man, in his journey, man. And I'm loving seeing guys like these streamers, you know what I'm saying, having these great experiences. And man, Kai has been doing a lot of big things, man. He's got this mafia-thon going on that just concluded. And man, he got up to 1 million streams, people on the stream at one time. So and that happened to be when LeBron was there. And he also did something groundbreaking for himself when LeBron was there. He cut his hair off.
Cut the hair off, man.
That's crazy.
He cut his dreads off when LeBron was LeBron actually was cutting the dreads himself.
The dreads off, right?
Yeah, but here's the problem. here's the problem with the whole situation. Great thing, LeBron said some great, amazing stuff that came out of
He
this
really did.
situation, and that's gone viral as well. But I don't know if y'all have heard before. He put up this thing where he had like an AI version of himself with no hair because he had been talking about cutting his hair off. And the running joke was, "You look like Diddy." Well, when he cut his hair off, he definitely looks like Diddy now. He definitely looks like a miniature version of Diddy here. So he's never beaten those allegations now.
Yeah. And he didn't got the chalk outline. Oh Lord.
Dang, he do look like your boy right there, though. That's
Yeah,
for
he
real.
does, doesn't he?
He for sure does. He's definitely not beating that allegation.
Yeah.
It's there. That's a little Diddy. I mean, not really, but look wise, yeah.
I mean, hey, shout out to him though to get a million people on at one time. That's
Absolutely.
groundbreaking.
That's phenomenal.
It's crazy when it's all overshadowed when you look like Diddy in your photo.
It's not. No, we're not taking nothing from him. We're gonna give it back. Give it back.
Yeah.
Take that. Take that.
Yeah. But it's just a lot going on, man, and we got a lot more to talk about. So we're gonna switch gears for a minute, man, and we're gonna hop in the sports lane, man. It's a lot going on in the sports world, but we ain't talking about on the court or the field. We're talking about in the courtroom. Brittany Renner is still out here wrecking lives, man. I don't know how many people's lives she has wrecked. And I know some women out there and be like, she ain't wrecking no lives. They allow her to do well, whatever the case may be. She is causing folks some headaches because she is causing PJ Washington, my guy from the Dallas Mavericks. She giving him a headache, man. This dude just signed a $90 million 4-year extension with the Dallas Mavericks. So she is going to court because she wants a raise in her child support from $5K a month to $35K a month. Trisha Michelle, what you think about this? Is this justified?
I'm actually real surprised she's getting $5K. I didn't expect to see that. I'm not gonna lie. As an NBA player, she's getting $5K. But here's my thing. I mean, based off of whatever lifestyle like she was like raising the kid in or whatever, I mean, she's probably not working. I don't know what she's doing. But that's the stuff that gets me, where you believe that they need to make sure that you maintain the lifestyle that they gave you for the kid. Well, no, you just need to raise this kid properly. And if the amount that is necessary to do so, I don't believe $35K a month is the amount necessary to raise the kid properly.
Wild.
Because the cost of living is high. It ain't that. What type of high is that? Like, what is that in a year? That's crazy. Like the stuff that they shoot out, like, to me is insane. And then there's definitely women out there backing that up. That's $420,000 a year. What lifestyle you live in?
$420K a year is a lot of bread for a baby.
That? What does a child need that requires $420,000 a year? Nothing.
But I mean, what trips me out though is why would you, pardon my vernacular, why would you skeet up in that, man? Come on, dog. Like, pardon me. I know I'm supposed to say certain things, but
you
why, fam?
Too.
Why? You know she's a headache. I know she's fine. Okay, from your standpoint, whatever. It's
the type of fine is
low self-esteem.
I question.
I'm bothered by this because, man, listen, you knew what she was about. You still ran up in that. And now you got to, and she probably going to get it. She going to get the $35K because he just got the deal.
She's going to get
I don't think she's going to
maybe
35.
15, 18.
I think that's really what it is. Because of what I do for a living, negotiations, that's what you do. People come to the table, they ask for this crazy amount, and they know that a lot of times you're going to land somewhere in the middle. So go high, you know what I'm saying? And if the judge grants it, great. But if they don't, you're going to fall somewhere.
It'll be higher than where you started.
It'll be higher than where you started. So even if it's 10 grand a month, it's still double what you were getting. So I think that's really what it is. And, for these young guys, man, you got to understand, Benji, Brittany Renner has been popping for a decade now. And you got to think about it. 10 years ago, this dude was in high school.
Right.
So
Probably
like,
So he
fantasizing about
couldn't wait to
her.
put that
fantasizing.
thing inside her.
Oh, who was that? Who was that?
Yeah,
Yeah, I get it.
fantasizing,
I understand.
looking at her
Yeah.
IG, and he actually gets a chance to, to crack them cheeks, and he falls in love. He ain't never had it put on him like that. She's well versed out here in these
Yeah.
streets,
Yeah, she's
so
well versed. She
you know what I'm saying?
what's crazy is his prime had her in one of his meetings with his boys for her to talk about
I remember
the
that.
pitfalls and stuff that you face it.
But who better than talk about it than the person who's well versed?
Right.
Then the one that's on her way to it, newly fresh out into the league near you. Like,
Hey,
she
man.
is an absolute predator on everyone that is fresh in to get a fresh taste. On everybody else that's older, that's been there, done that, knows. She's preying on the people that's new, that's, like you said, fresh in the league, fresh out, fresh this. I'm fresh out of high school, what? And it's Brittany. Like, she right here? Like, you idiot.
Shout out Dre Michelle. Shout out to Dre Michelle. All right, man. So we still, it's not just PJ either, man. Sadly, man, my guy Ant is back in the media with this young lady. Well, with this, I can't say young lady because she's 38. Aisha Howard, man. She is accusing Ant Edwards, he's only 24, of being a fraud, and she is seeking more child support. Listen, this is the crazy part. Now, she was previously in the news because she accepted a $1 million upfront payout for child support. So in lieu of getting child support over the life of the child, she just took the $1 million payout.
Yeah.
So to me, after you accepted that $1 million payout, that should be it. You shouldn't be able to come back and ask for nothing else.
But even in her defense, she can run that narrative as long as she wants to stay relevant in the news. You get what I'm saying? Because she's attached to him. She probably ain't gonna get nothing, and probably ain't got nothing in his name. No way. I like to think the kid is smart like that, so he ain't got nothing in his name. So you ain't get much of nothing for him to do that. But she can run that narrative because the kid is so young. She could do that forever and stay relevant. And I think that's what this is, because she accepted the $1 million payout for that. So I think this is just social media ploy for her to stay in the limelight, so to speak. Because other than that, she's kind of non-existent, right? Who knows her?
That's a fact.
I think she's stupid, and she realized that $1 million was $55,000 a year, and $55,000 a year for 18 years boiled down to about $4,300 a month. And when she started getting it and realized, she was like, "Wait a minute, I got bamboozled."
The math started.
You got $1 million for. You got $1 million for the 18 years that he's supposed to be paying child support. You say yeah to it. So I don't think it's for her to stay relevant. I really think she really is really upset at the amount of money that she has received, and it is not happy about it at all.
Okay, so you consider her one she a little dizzy in the brain? Like, that's what you believe?
Yeah, first of all, a lot of them ain't the brightest. They're in there for one or two things, and most thing is money. The other one is clout.
Right.
So right. Three things. Because then if you plant the seed, you birth the seed, you get to keep the money in some type of form. So that's their in for. That's the plan. That's the rotation. You're stupid. You messed up. You get it. But at the end of the day, business wise, money wise, some of them just see a number and they're like, yes.
Oh, $1 million.
When I seen $1 million, I'm like, for 18 years, what?
Okay. I would hope she's doing something other than that to build off the $1 million, because the kid is young right now. But I don't know. I mean, how she
what she's doing? Complaining. That's what she's doing. She instead of doing something with it, she's complaining.
I mean, I agree. She took $1 million for for the next 18 years. That's kind of crazy. You signed off on it, right?
Well, if she's
I don't think
smart,
she's gonna win no extra money, no way. But I believe Ant is a little bit too smart. I don't think he got nothing in his name, no way.
Yeah, I think if she's smart, she takes at least half of that money and puts it in, some type of account, interest bearing account for that child. So, live on this portion, and then, let this portion over here stack up. So as that child, grows up, they got this, chunk of money over here. And even if they take a fourth of that and just do that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's still gonna be a significant amount as that child gets older. and be able to take care of what they need to take care of. So hopefully she has somebody, at least one person around her that can get in her ear and tell her something good. And maybe that's the person that told her, "You're crazy for just getting $1 million. You should have got way more than that." So
right.
yeah. So, but this is not the first time, it won't be the last time. Again, these young guys get bamboozled by these older ladies who are well versed in what they do, and they know how to get to these young guys, and they just gonna keep falling in that trap, man. So hopefully these guys coming into the league will start paying attention and want to be more like Kevin Durant and less like Ant Edwards.
No
Because
kids at all.
yeah, man,
KD's like, yeah, nah, you ain't taking none of my bread. That go to my mama. So he ain't playing. I dig that though.
Yeah. So, but kids are a blessing, man. And staying in the sports lane, kids are an extreme blessing. So much of a blessing in my life that, when I was a kid myself, I said I wanted 10 kids when I grew up. 10. I wanted 10 kids.
I
But
wanted
then
10. I wanted about 10 kids.
see,
That was a thing. It's a Southern thing, Patricia.
yeah.
It's a Southern thing. We
See,
wanted big families.
I want a big family. I wanted like 10 kids, and then I started having kids, and then I started, having to pay for the kids, and now I'm like, wait a minute.
Oh yeah, 3 is enough.
yeah. This is it. But you know what?
No.
When you got a lot of money, if I was an NFL player, I definitely have. I definitely probably had a 10. So shout out to Sean Alexander, man. Seahawks legend announces he and his wife are welcoming their 14th child together.
14 children.
14. Shout out to them, man. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I ain't mad at him. I don't see nothing wrong with it.
He made good bread while he was in the NFL. And the dope thing though is they all with the same woman though, right?
Nah, that I don't know. I'm assuming so.
Right.
I'm assuming so.
If I would think, she taking a picture with all 14 kids, I would think, but you never know, maybe she had to accept some other terms or whatever. But I think the dope when you got Sean Alexander money, he made good money when he was a pro in the NFL.
Yeah.
So, but the narrative that all 14 of those kids are by one woman, I think would be the dopest part to me, because they're all genetically coming from him. So we expect a couple basketball players, couple football players, somebody go out and make a
somebody gonna do something.
Yeah.
You got 14, say the odds are somebody gonna do something good.
I would hope so. All of them can't be taking Tylenol.
This guy. All right, Trish Michelle, what you think about this?
Your boy said it. I'm just saying.
I think if they like it, I love it. I'm gonna start off by saying that. But I don't give a damn how much money I got. I ain't. I know you can hire maids and hire this and hire. No, I don't ever want to see that many kids hollering my name. As the mama, it's different. No. And then you gotta push that. Are you 14 times? Absolutely not. So to each its own. I only ever wanted 2. I got my 2.
Woman.
I don't care how fertile it is and how much I'm wasting it. It's done, and that's where we at. Like the oven ain't no bun, ain't no bacon, ain't no nothing with that oven.
Listen, that man said you ain't going nowhere, girl. You staying here to keep you pregnant.
She can stay there still. She just don't need to have 14 of them. But if that's their thing, that's their thing. But 14, my mama had 6. And I was like, why would you do that to yourself? I really asked her that. I needed to know. I needed to understand why you would have 6 kids. What made you want to have 6? And you going to 14?
It's an old, but see, Patricia, you a Cali girl. Country stuff.
I don't care if I was futuristic alien. I don't want 14 of them niggas either.
It's a country thing though. Like we wanted big families on the farm, living life.
And that's why they was putting half the niggas in the plantation. Don't have too many of them, and they were putting you on the plantation. No.
Wow.
See,
too many niggas.
See, they came back. It wasn't no breaking up with them. You get what I'm saying? Like he come from that era. I'm just guessing, assuming that he comes from that era. Well, wasn't no breaking up.
They're the limit.
our makeup is we're gonna go make another baby and come back and we're gonna run it back. So you ain't going nowhere, I ain't going nowhere. Forget it. Some people don't play about their bread. You get what I'm saying?
Old folks say,
you ain't finna take my bread and go give it to somebody else. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
all
I'm
this
so
head
glad
trauma
we're done
I
in this household.
well, as the old folks say, keep you pregnant and barefooted. All right. Well, with all them kids, naps gotta be required. Cause for mama and daddy, they gotta be tired, man. But do you
Shit, they better
know?
be working.
Well, I mean, he played in the NFL, so he's got pension, he's got money, he's probably had investments. So he's doing something, but he doesn't have to work a 9 to 5 like the average person, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So so he can take some naps. She can take some naps. I'm pretty sure they got a nanny or something like
You
that.
can rest.
But yeah, you can rest. But what about you? What about us? Have you ever taken a day off and stayed in the bed and just slept? Right? I think the average person has done that, but they made a big deal out of this recently, where they talked about 43% of the millennials admit that they've used paid vacation days to stay in the bed. What is so wrong with that?
Ain't nothing wrong with it on my ends. You need a lazy day, at least every 2 weeks, maybe a day or two, to just do nothing. Don't be bothered with nobody. Recharge your body, because sometimes you don't realize how much we be on go mode. Coffee, drinking caffeine, and just go. Energy drinks, you get what I'm saying? Just be on go mode, and you working and you traveling and taking care of kids and you're doing all of this. Man, let me tell you, a day to just do nothing is legit for me. I don't care what nobody say. You can post it, write it, fight it, do whatever you want to do. If I'm gonna take my day, I'm gonna take my day, period.
Thanks. Trish Michelle, what you think about that?
I'm definitely taking time off to go to sleep. I've also just taken naps in general, whether I had the time off or not.
Right.
But I can't say I'm a nap type of gal. I'm gonna get a little nap in if I need it. Look, I don't care if it's 30 minutes while he driving and while we going to the location. If I need that nap, I'm gonna get it. Right. But the problem with this thing is, you're like Benji saying, I think it's a great idea. You take a day off to take a nap. That's not what vacation is supposed to be used for. You're supposed to actually have some type of like getaway if you can. It don't got to be traveling or whatever, but maybe the getaway is sleep. I get it. But the part is we're overworked. We have to work insane amount of hours. We have to work overtime. We have to do all this stuff, especially if you live in California, just to make ends meet in a household where no matter what, even 2 people in the household ain't enough income half the time. So everybody's overworked. They're stretched in, and then they want to do things like have 14 babies. And there ain't enough of in time in the world. And now you got to take vacation time to just sleep. That's not how life is supposed to be lived. Honestly, it sucks. Yes, I do it, and I will do it, and I'm all here. I'm all for it, because what other choice do we have? But it's sad.
I can agree with that perspective, that it is sad that you got to take a vacation day to just do it. But me, I'm just strategic with that joint. I'm gonna take a vacation day off with another 2 days in there between that on the holiday or whatever, and then working like that.
You always gotta strategically take your time off work. I always say that. You have to pay attention to the holidays that's coming up. Pay attention to what days you off and the kids ain't, and they still got school, so you can get them all out of here and really get some sleep in. Yeah, make it line up. Make it work for you.
Yeah, and that's all facts. And I'm gonna add to this before we move on. Trish Michelle brought up the 14 when she's talking about taking a nap and getting some rest. But hey, you gotta keep in the context that 14 babies gonna turn into 14 incomes at some point. So you gonna be all right. You gonna be all right.
You would hope so, but imagine you have all 14 of them suckers. You get older and none of them take care of you.
Ooh-wee, man.
And
pros and cons.
I think the only time that would occur is if you actually suck as a parent, right?
Yeah,
so that would be
because 14, your odds should be real high to have one of them take care of you.
Yeah, somebody's somebody or a few of them gonna do right. Now you're gonna have out of the 14, somebody gonna act up. So, that's just the odds. But, the odds say that somebody gonna, take care of you, and it's gonna be somebody out of there that's gonna be very successful. So I'll run my odds 14, but hey, I ain't get
No,
there. I'm
you
11
guys go
shy.
ahead.
I'm 11 shy. All right, man. You know what? When we're talking about the different things that go on with our bodies and stuff like that, like we are not machines, right? Like we need rest. We need some relaxation. We need some recovery. Well, when
Mhm.
it comes to getting injured, um, we're in year 2025, and there's so much, medicines and machines that have come along that have changed our recovery when things happen to us, when you have to have surgeries and things like that, where you can recover quicker. Well, China has been in the news because they have figured out how to glue a bone back together when you break it, and it heals. And it dries up in like 3 minutes, right? So imagine you fracture something, you go to the doctor, they cut it open, they put the bone glue on there, or use the machine and put the bone glue, and you wake up and you're ready to go. Like your bone is back together again. Like this stuff is crazy. It's the equivalent. China is living in the future as usual and putting people together like arts and crafts. Benji Banks, what you think about this arts and crafts project, my guy?
I mean, technology, creating, and all of that type of stuff, that's part of life, where we at right now. So I actually want to see how a demo of how it works. I would be, because I'm kind of dumbfounded at the glue idea. Like, will you still be flexible? Will the joint still be flexible? Like, how does it work? So that would be the only thing I'm thinking of in my mind with it. But I would love to actually sit and watch a procedure like this and how it would go. That would kind of help me a ton. But I'm all for creative thinking.
Well, how about this? How about you go to the park and keep doing those flips? You're probably gonna find out how it works.
Hey, all of
They
it.
they
Hey,
they gotta try. They gotta do the trial.
You said you want to see it.
I
You gonna
mean,
see it firsthand.
I mean, listen, I love little kids like Sean, the science kid. So you know what I'm saying? I like seeing little stuff like that. So I mean, eventually we all gotta go. So if I'm going, as long as I can walk with a cool limp afterwards, kid, I'm just saying, because I can't be 60, 70 walking around like I'm crippled. I gotta have a little gangster lane or a little bop with it. You know what I'm saying? I'll be
Right.
cool with that. I'll be cool with that.
All right, Trish Michelle, what you think about this? This
I
glue,
think
this
it's
arts and
well,
crafts
China's
project.
always been advanced.
Yeah.
Like, so for them, science wise, health wise, just in general, they're on a whole nother level. So I think it's pretty cool. I love science and health. So for me, to understand it and get behind the schematics of it all and what it all means, like Benji said, like if it goes on a joint, like can it still bend? Like what is this glue like made out of? Because I mean, at the surface level, our minds, I'm thinking glue. Now I'm like, we gorilla gluing stuff back. It makes me think about Barbie dolls. When you pop that leg off, put it back on. Now she got one leg shorter. So I'm like, what does this look like? You pop Barbie head off, you put it back on. Barbie ain't got no neck. Like, what is this gonna look like when we glue stuff back together? And like, so the whole like science of it all is very intriguing to me. I don't know how they come up with the things that they come up with and to create, and we're far behind in medicine and science when it comes to us versus them. So they're pretty amazing individuals. But yeah, I gotta see it because I don't know if I would want anything glued back right now. Because it makes you think about the lady with the gorilla glue. The glue. What did she glue her wig or something on? Or something happened and she couldn't get it off.
Yeah, she
Just
gorilla
like,
glued her hair on the top of her head, and
right now, what happened if somebody grabbed the wrong bones? Maybe it's a whole like big accident, it's a bunch of bones, and they glue the wrong things together. Does it come off? How do we fix it? Like what? My mind's just gonna go everywhere. I need to know.
But you know what? I think when you were talking about like where this concept comes from, I think you mentioned it. Like the fact that you used to put toys back together when you were younger and things like that. These people used to do the same things. So they figured out, okay, well, I used to do this as a kid. So what if I was able to do this to a real human? What if I was
Yeah,
able to come up with something like this? And at the end of the day, the whole process is to again speed up the healing process. to get people back to where they can operate and do what they need to do in life. So the quicker you can get people back to doing what they need to do, the better. So shout out to them, man. I'm interested to see that. And I also saw a video of this contraption that they put on their legs in China when they are climbing mountains and things like that, that help move their legs up and down to climb for people. Like it does the climbing for you. You just attach it to your legs and it climbs, it runs, all kinds of stuff. It's like $900.
My mind is not meant to hear stuff like this because it just the visuals.
It's crazy stuff that you see, and it's like you don't even think it's real when you see it, but it's real.
Just imagine seeing that. The person just standing there, but the legs are just, and they going down the street. And he just eating some chips, scrolling.
Yeah, for real. And I mean, the dude was walking, and then he turned up the notch a little bit, and then it started running for him. So, yeah.
Can I do this and lose weight? Would this be cardio?
Possibly.
See, my mind. I tell you, don't give me something. My mind be all over after that.
Yeah. Well, when we get to talking about bones and things of that nature, bones are how we've kept the history of human and mankind, right? Because when you pass away, that's all that's left of you is your bones, right? Once everything else decays. So they study the bones a lot. So if when I was looking at some of these stories, man, they came up with this story, man. I came across this. The human skull is estimated to be 1 million years old, could rewrite human evolution. That means that they found something intriguing about this that was different from what they originally thought. So, but my thing is, I'm always skeptical. I'm like, how the heck they know it's $1 million? It's 1 million year old. Like, I know they talk about like you can see the rings like in a tree and things of that nature, but it's all estimates. And it's like, man, what if this skull been in there for 100 years or something like that? It ain't no 1 million years old. Trisha Michelle, what you think about that?
Yeah, I think I always run with that question. I'm always like leery, skeptical. Like, how do you know if no one knew? So who's telling you? How do y'all find out this stuff? Like the baseline for it. So I definitely always question like whether or not how do they come up with this information? But I mean, then we have no one else to believe. So then we are stuck believing what they say. And then so then they created the first basis. Now they found something, that is up to 1 million years old. They found something else that proves something different in history and science. So now then that also leads you to question even more. So now there's something different. So now it always negates the previous, so you guys are constantly learning. So it makes you want to say, like, stop telling this stuff to you. I got to figure it out.
I don't think they'll ever have it figured out, though. I think that's the problem, right? Like, they think they got it, and then they find something else, be like, well, I don't got it. So
right.
It's just going to be constant. And I'm not going to even lie to you. Science is science and religion is religion. And of course, the two don't cross paths. So when people talk evolution, there's always this discussion of how far does it actually take place? Did the humans, evolve from monkeys? And if we evolved from monkeys, then why did we stop evolving? Right? There's a lot of questions behind it. So when I see stuff like that again, it's like, I don't know what to believe, man. I don't know if this stuff is real or not, but one day, we will find out. So it's gonna be interesting. But until then, the only evolution that I'm gonna be involved in is the evolution of the fudge rounds. The fudge rounds, man. Let's get to these big bag actions, man. Like they always coming out with some new snack, right? I'm always skeptical because it looks like sometimes it might be AI, and then you go to the grocery store and you see that it's not AI, that it's actually on the shelf. So I don't know if you all remember these Little Debbie fudge rounds. They used to be available, but now they have the strawberry cheesecake fudge round. This looks like big back action, Trisha Michelle. What you think?
It does, and it looks like some activity that I might try. I'm just saying, I like to get a little snack, and I like to try a new snack every now and then, but I am very You know, I don't just engulf myself in such big back activities, but I do like to taste a new snack if it's somewhere along the lines of things I like. And I like strawberries and I like cheesecake, and they put it together in a little cake. And I might need to taste it real quick and see what it's about. There's no problem in that, no shame. And the big back, I'm in the gym, but I'm still gonna taste a little snack. You feel me?
Hey,
So I'm gonna see what it's about.
that's why you go to the gym right there to allow yourself the room to be able to try stuff like this. And I'm right with you because when I saw it, I was like, man, I ain't had a fudge round in a long time, but I might have to go grab a box of those.
Man, I ain't had one of them joints in I don't know how long, but that's looking like something to run up on. I hope it ain't AI. That's
Hey,
man.
just like they say, it's looking like a snack. Yeah,
It's
it's
looking
definitely.
like a snickety snack. I need it.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Speaking of these snacks, man, you know, people are always coming out with stuff that is already been out or it was out a long time ago and they bringing it back.
Yeah.
Taco Bell is no exception. They're gonna rebrand this thing. We know that this has already been out on the market before, but they have a little twist to theirs because they have a waffle cone that's filled with cinnamon ice cream dipped in chocolate. It's called a taco lot. So it's cinnamon ice cream, not regular ice cream like the other brand taco, ice cream taco. It's cinnamon ice cream dipped in chocolate. Listen, I'm not a huge fan of Taco Bell anymore, but what I can tell you is this looks promising.
I'll be in the drive-through.
Yeah, this looks promising, right? This look like it may cause your stomach to hurt, but it may be worth it.
I'm gonna slide on through the drive-through right after I get my little Debbie cake and get me my little taco latte, whatever chocolate, and I'm gonna have a whole feast that night because I'm trying both.
Man, yeah, sadly, your boy's gonna be right along with you because I gotta have a taste of both and see what it's all about. And when we
Yeah,
do, we're
this
gonna
is
let y'all know.
promising.
Yeah, we're gonna let y'all know. We're gonna revisit this and we're gonna let y'all know what our findings are.
Let me catch that on the rack and let me see that on the menu. We coming back and reporting. Y'all gonna know.
I gotta do research.
Yeah.
You gotta make it sound important. It's research.
Oh, yes, we're researching and we're going to come up with some statistics and let you guys know what our final decision is based off of our findings.
Yeah, I'm going to measure my back before and then I'm going to measure it after. How about that?
Yes. And we'll let you know just how big back the activities might have been.
Facts. And man, we're going to stay on this big back lane because I was hit with a rather interesting would you rather question. And y'all know we have the segment of the show that we call Would You Rather. So we ask these questions, you know, would you rather this? Would you rather that? Well, today, no exception. So I got a question. Would you rather, Trish Michelle? Would you rather be able to drink unlimited soda with no health effects or be able to eat unlimited pizza with no weight gain?
Pizza, you said?
Yes.
I don't like pizza, so soda. I don't really care for pizza.
See, that was easy. That was easy for you since you don't like pizza. I like pizza, and I drink soda every now and again, but I think for me the difference would be I think I'd rather rock with the soda because for me, I ain't gonna lie to you, bread products do you boy dirty. For some reason, when I gain weight, is eating bread products. If I don't eat bread products, I do just fine. Like workouts, you know, maintaining my weight and losing weight. But when I start consuming bread, it gums up the works and I don't lose weight. It becomes stagnant. So I'm gonna have to pass on the unlimited pizza, even though it doesn't help me gain weight. It just clogs up my system. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with the soda. At least I'm quenching my thirst.
You know, and there's so many flavors to choose from, you know.
That's a fact. All right. So the next segment we got Broke Chronicles, man. This is one of my favorite parts because today I get a chance to tell you all story time with Big Ken because Big Ken was broke in his early 20s, man. I was about to become a young dad and I was out here struggling. But let me tell y'all about these Broke Chronicles. So your boy Big King will go first. I'm gonna let Trish Michelle go after this, so you can have a chance to think about what's the most broke you've ever been. Like, be able to tell me something that would let the people know how broke you really were, because your boy was out here donating blood plasma back in 2000, back in like 2000, 2001. Now it's regular. People out here donating blood plasma all the time. But back then, it wasn't such a big thing here in Texas. And I found out about it. Somebody that was in my class, in one of my college classes, told me about it. And they were like, man, they pay you $50 a visit. I'm like, $50 a visit? All right, cool. So let me go over there and get the $50. And I go over there after I get out of class. And the lady's like, yeah, you can come. I think it was 2 or 3 times a week or whatever. I was like, man, that's $150 a week. Oh my God, I'm gonna come over here every day when I get out of this class. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it was a Monday, Wednesday, Friday class. And I was like, every time I come over here to class, I'm going to donate. Listen, when I tell you I went and donated, and my whole world was spinning when I left out that place. I was like, oh my God. I didn't anticipate feeling like this, but when you walked out, they gave you $50 cash every time. So it was like, man, your boy did that for like a whole month. Like I was over there getting that bread. I got my money though. I got my money up, and it was able to tide me over till I got another job. And the rest is history, man. So Trish Michelle, what's the most broke thing you've ever done?
Well, I've definitely donated plasma before when I learned about the lucrative benefits of donating at the time.
Yeah.
But we'll go deeper.
Oh, okay.
We'll go to, and whatever. Hey, I have wrote myself a check to myself to my other account. Don't worry, they got the money they needed. The bank got they got what they needed later. But anyway, at the time, I needed what I needed. And so wrote it to myself, put it in the other one. And at that time, they was, advancing. Then now they do a whole lot more, depending on things. But you cannot. They'll notice it's a check to yourself from yourself now. So I don't know, but I would assume so. But anyway, I did that. A couple hundred, needed to get some food, whatever else that I needed at the time, and it definitely deposited and took it right on out as soon as it was immediately cashed and available. This is years and years and years ago, so don't get no ideas. And no, I didn't put you guys up to this. Do not do it. It's not good to do it. It's definitely illegal. But I was young, and when you're young and broke, sometimes the illegal don't matter, but it should. So, yeah, I've been there. That's how far I've been.
Woo, yeah, that's something I've never done. I think I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. Big Ken was too afraid to do anything like that. Like I was deathly afraid, and still am deathly afraid of going to jail. So I'm definitely not gonna do anything that I feel like might get me there.
Don't do it.
Yeah, so that's definitely something that I wouldn't do. But that is very interesting, and we appreciate your transparency.
Did not advise any of y'all to do that, okay?
Yeah, we appreciate that transparency, because that's a doozy. That is definitely a doozy. Yeah, we appreciate that. Well, you know what? Y'all already know what time it is. We're gonna wrap this thing up. We told y'all about a lot of hot topics. We told y'all about when we was broke and this type of stuff that we was into, and we know some of y'all was doing the same exact things. So don't be out there judging, because we know you've been broke too. And shout out to our guy Benji Banks. Shout out to Trish Michelle, Big Ken. You've been rocking with us with a fire session. The fire don't stop here. You want to catch up with us next week for more heat. We want to make sure that you go and you like, subscribe, and share. Don't miss the next session. Drop your thoughts in the comments. We always want to hear from you. Trish Michelle, do you have anything that you want the people to know before we leave the premises?
I hope our Broke Chronicles segment helps y'all. We create a whole little family, because everybody running around here trying to, especially on social media, trying to be somebody that they're not, or give this facade, or pretend as if everything is all right. And that's fine. You don't got to let the world know that everything ain't, but just know that there's people out here that's struggling, probably in their Broke Chronicles right now, we done been through our broke chronicles and then got it out the mud, and we want to let y'all know that we done been there before. So we all understand, and everybody's trying to make it in life, and everybody's trying to make ends meet. So don't forget, but always, always, always ask God for the guidance and the strength to get through it all, because the broke chronicle days be stressful. So we understand is what I want to say. Keep your head up.
Facts. Well, we appreciate you being so transparent with us again. That was amazing. And we love to hear these broke chronicle stories, because you know what? Without those broke chronicle stories that you all hear from us, we wouldn't be the people that we are today. They help shape and mold us and motivate us to never go there again.
Yeah.
Facts. We want to thank you all for supporting us as usual. Until next time, stay lit. It's the FIYAH Session. Peace.